What's up guys, Broscarf here, and today we're back with our speed paint and our Fire Emblem Friday. Today's character will be Neimi from Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, or Fire Emblem 8, for the Nintendo Game Boy, as I recall. Fire Emblem 8 Sacred Stones has been kind of an easy game, really, if you go about it in pretty much any way. It had the open world, if you remember, if you've played Awakening, you have a world map where you can traverse to different places and you can level your characters up outside of the main story. I don't actually recall if that was the first instance, but it's the first instance I can remember. So that made the game a bit easier, and it's in general not a hard game. Like, even without grinding, it's pretty easy to finish it quite fast, really, realistically. You can do different things like boosting like one of your early game characters and just freaking annihilating the game. But that's that. Let's talk about Amy. Neimi. Same pronunciation, but a different first letter. Haha. Neimi is an archer you get pretty early in the game. And I won't say she's good. I will say that I really like using her, mainly because I also really like using her companion, Colm, a thief, a man of thievery, a man that steals stuff. I really like to support them and just make them do a lot of good stuff. I mean, Assassin was always fun for Colm, and Rogue is always very useful, and Neimi is your only candidate to become a freaking, what's the name of that class? Nomad Trooper? I don't think they call it that. Bow Knight, probably, something like that they call it in that game. But yeah, you get access to swords and horse, which is pretty nice. I mean, your only other archer class in that game is Innes, who is a pre-promoted sniper. I mean, sniper is pretty decent as well. But I mean, horses, and you now get both 1 and 2 range. I mean, you know. Well, you don't really get 1-2 range, but you get 1 and 2 range. So I hope you said that correctly. I did, probably. I think Neimi gets introduced into the game as being robbed by some bandits, and she wants to go get back whatever they stole from her. I think it was like a mirror or something, I don't know. Something stupid like that, or like some kind of a bracelet. I don't remember. Okay, it's been a while since I played Sacred Stones. Should and want to again, after I finish my second Lunatic playthrough on Awakening. Neimi, yeah, you know, archer, you know, best class in the game. No, not really. I mean, Sacred Stones, it's easy, so it doesn't really matter that much that she's an archer, but if you want to do it efficiently, you won't be using Neimi that much. She probably has supports. As I said, I've seen her with Colm. She's a bit of a crybaby. That's what I remember of her, being a crybaby, and Colm support because it boosts stuff. I don't know. Yeah, what to say about the character when I don't really know. I mean, I really like using her, but I really like using a lot of early game characters. I mean, I don't really care for Gilliam or for Garcia. I like raising weak units in that game. I mean, go Joshua, honestly. Frick, man. That's like, oh my god. Best character right there. Sword locked foot unit, but I still really love Joshua. But I'm talking about Neimi here. Hey, I'm really doing my videos correctly. I take this main character who I'm drawing, and then I proceed to tell you nothing about her that's of any value to you. Am I a good YouTube person yet? No? Oh, weird. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, drawing. So, in this drawing, I was gonna go for just basic anime-esque, manga-esque, because I felt like doing that again. I did notice, way too late by the way, I was using line art. It wasn't that detailed enough yet to be anime-esque, but when I when I made my sketch layers invisible, I noticed I'd used a different tool than what I normally use. Normally I use my tool which is called a Real G pen, which gives a more it gives a more what would you say, a little bit more grainy drawing style. It gets closer to the real G pens and the real tools manga artists use. But I was using the G pen, which honestly in this program basically translated to this is just a freaking Copic marker, or like just a fine liner, but a very fat one because of how I used it, and it didn't have the appeal I wanted. Then I thought of actually just shading and see what that looked like, and then I transitioned to, what if I kind of make this a negative thing of like just pure light and shadow, and cut out the actual line art, the actual black line art. So I started doing that. I found it pretty interesting. I did eventually get the right side, which was her left side, back. I took away the entire line art because that's where the lightning source was. But I realized that it just cut away too much of the character itself. So I took my layers on which I had made the line for that and copied it, and then gave it the same color as I gave the shaded parts, and then I made the actual line art invisible, and that was that. It was pretty... I like it, and I also like that it's been like constantly different approaches to drawing, right? I know I like anime and the mangas a lot, and I do want to get better at it, but it's nice to, especially when my weeks are pretty busy, to just unwind during these drawings and not have to like freaking worry about all this stuff, because getting the pose right as well is really, really hard for one such as me, which is basically saying that I still lack the experience I need, which just means I need to draw more like reels. But it's nice. It's nice because getting to do what you want and not feeling like you're pressured to do and conform to whatever you feel is necessary, right? Like, even if I look at a picture of some kind of anime or of some kind of manga drawing that I think is really good, and I think I want to draw like that, I don't feel pressured to right away try to be like that. I just let myself draw, and that's just really nice. It really is. And I say all of this, but I still want to draw like very pretty anime things, or at least decently stylized and with good body proportions. But I feel like most people want to do that, or like either you do that or you take body proportions and just blow them out of the water, right? That's what artists do. That's what a lot of people do, actually. I mean, I'm just thinking of One Piece, where women are literal hourglasses and men can be whatever. Like, Jesus Christ, they can be up like a block of cheese and nobody would complain. Everybody would like, yeah, that's just a regular old One Piece character. And they would be right. Which makes Oda a freaking genius, because he literally makes any fucking shape work. Like, the fuck? How do you do that? How does everybody accept it? It doesn't make any sense. I guess he just built it up. Like, came with some little different characters here and there, and he just fucking... I mean, that's just sheer power will, my dude. Look at that. That's just, you know, respect. Respect to that man. Or, you know, you can just make your character superhuman blocky with muscle, and you're like, hey, this is a 15-year-old boy, and you're like, oh, also my name is Araki, if I pronounce it correctly. But, hey, anime, anime is so funny. I love it. It's great. But I should get onto those poses and body proportions and all that good stuff, because that really makes or breaks a character, really. I mean, I can stylize whatever I want. I can make like a cute face or like whatever. Like, that's all later. I just need those good bodies. Like, I do like the pose I took, and I do like the poses I sketched, but it could be finished a bit better, because I still keep getting like bigger upper bodies and waist to slim legs. And legs are supposed to be thick, my boy. especially when they just need muscle. Like almost all Fire Emblem characters need at least some muscle in their legs, just because you need to walk the entire day, or they sit on horses but then they fight. So you know they need some muscle. I mean, I guess maybe just get a bit more away with that. But meh. They need strong legs. Stonk. Anyway, that's really it for this drawing. I know I talked about Neimi a lot. Leave me be. I can do whatever I want. Thanks for watching. Watch my next stuff, or my previous stuff, or all the stuff. Your choice. You can do whatever. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.